Okay, I saw your post on Reddit where you had posed a question about augmented sixths, and you got lots of good comments in response. So I'm not going to duplicate that territory. You can consider this an auditory supplement to what others have said. The original interval that you posted was this, with an A on the bottom and an F sharp on top, which a number of people pointed out is a major sixth. The actual augmented sixth would be the A flat with the F sharp on top. And they gave you a number of ways to identify it. The way I do it is I know I've got an augmented sixth, so then I can take each of these notes and resolve them by a semitone outward and arrive at an octave. So in this case, the A flat goes down to a G. The F sharp goes up by a semitone, also to a G. So it sounds like that. Now, why do I describe it like this? It's because when composers use augmented sixths, they rarely use them in isolation. What they'll do is they'll bake in some other notes and create what is called an augmented sixth chord. And there's a few varieties of these, but a very common one, I've added a C and an E flat in there. And then what they do is they get this beautiful outward resolution. So in context, you'll often hear progressions like this. C chord with the B flat in the bottom, F, there's your augmented sixth chord. And it works so nicely because you can have this, you get this nice rising melody and a descending bass line. Augmented sixth, resolving to two G's, and you finish. So that's one way that they use it. They'll also use these augmented sixth chords to confuse and delight you. So if I just played this chord out of the blue, maybe you were doing a listening exercise, and I said, identify this chord. If you said, well, it sounds like a dominant seventh chord to me, you'd be right. We hear this all the time, 5/1 cadence. But now, if it does that, oh my God, that is so much different than what we were expecting. And I'll give you one last example of it. This is in the Schubert sonata that I'm learning right now. It's in B flat. And at this part of the sonata, he's actually in the key of G flat. And he's been kind of going back and forth with noodling passages. You hear this now. This is an augmented sixth chord, but if it went here, we probably wouldn't be surprised. But he doesn't. Augmented sixth. Oh! It's just such an amazing moment. He does it a few times through the piece because it's a really awesome effect, and it plays with your expectations. So I hope this helps not only to see the augmented chord in a different way, but to hear how composers have used it.